Welcome to Rules for Retirement. Today, what we want to talk about is football themed, with this time of year being football season, and how football impacts the way we view our investments. And so what we're looking at here is what most people would call the X's and O's of football, but this allows us to see different positions. We've got it flipped from the way that it's traditionally done, but offense on the top here, defense on the bottom. And so what we want to do is highlight some of the things here that we can find, or hopefully find, inside of the investment portfolios that we have. So I am partial to this first position because I was one of these when I played in my career, when I was able to play at UT. But the offensive line, which represents these very plump circles up here, is what is the protection element of the offense. These are the guys that are protecting the quarterback or these skinnier position players that get more of the publicity, so that the team has a better chance of success. And so in our investments, we know that some level of the investments that we have need to be around for the sake of protection, so that we're not putting everything at risk and we're not in a position where we get caught in a position where the market comes back and takes away our gains and puts us in a much worse or a major loss position, if we're referring back to football. Now, it is also important, though, to realize that we don't need all of our money in protection, just like we don't need it all in the market. We do need to have the ability to hit big gains, home runs, although that's a baseball term. And so that's where, our quarterback and typically our receiver positions over here are going to represent what many people call the growth potential or market pieces of the investment portfolio, because these are positions where, if you have a modest gain, you can run a route here that can get you a 5% return, or if you go down the field and you hit a long-term pass, this can be your most upside, but it's also the position that has the least likely occurrence of happening. So we want to be in a position where we know if we want to make as much money as we can, we've got to open ourselves up to it, but not plan for that to be something that happens every time that we're touching the ball or every time that we make a play. We have to be in a position where we want to have not only protection, but also those future positions. And then the last piece of this, the running back, is where we're trying to get our consistency. People say if you can make 3 yards every time you touch the ball in the game of football, you have nothing to worry about, which is true. You'll always get first downs. You'll always be in a position to advance. And so that consistency is what we hope to produce in retirement through our income. We want to have income generating pieces of our investments that allow us to have the consistency that we're looking for, so that you can enjoy your life, know that you have some elements for protection, and then obviously pieces that are going to allow you to have long-term growth or touchdown potential.